Secrets. Being judged. Who is speaking secrets of you at this time? Someone wants to keep others in their head about you, like indecisive about you, right? So you might lead by example and be, just doing your own thing, living by your own example. And there's somebody, maybe a female, that is gossiping about you to deter people's opinions about you before they even get to know you. Do you want to hang out with people that judge you before they even talk to you? Probably not. But at the same time, there's someone whispering and being like, pss, 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 did you hear about pss, 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 pss? Even though she doesn't even know you. She's probably just jealous or hateful or wants a guy that might be looking at you. Something like this, where this is a malicious female that is doing a lot of social work, right? Negative social work on your behalf. They want to keep people indecisive about how they feel about you. They're like, well, she's nice to me, but this person's saying that she's evil, or I've never had a problem with her or heard her say these things, but she is saying that she is, difficult or combative or whatever it is, right? So there's someone making up rumors about you that's completely opposite of what you are, and that's what's confusing people about you. Fun. Knight of Swords. What else? Lots of mental activity, lots of talking. Lots of talking. We have, look at this. Trickery, lying, deceit. Look at this. Look at this girl. Look at all my lies, right? So she's going headstrong on this. I don't know why she's doubling down. It's like almost giving me, if you're running for a political race, I don't know why I'm getting this, but it's just an example of what I see in my head when I read. Is I see analogies, metaphors, whatever. And it's like you are running against an opponent in a political race, right? Unbeknownst to you, this person is spreading all these propagandic, lies about you and laughing, right? And taking people along for the ride. Like, there's a lot of people that believe her. There's a few people that think she's full of it, but most of the people here, right, believe in her stupid lies for some reason. Maybe they hate you for, they want an excuse to hate you too. That's a lot of reasons why people just believe gossip without even knowing what's happening. Is like, they already hated you. They just want, almost, they want a free pass on hating you. So whatever lies, whatever bullshit they hear about you, they'll believe it because they want you to be that bad person. They want to give you something to be looked down upon. A lot of people do this with attractive females, especially, but probably, I don't know what happens in the, when the attractive males, it might be a different dynamic, but probably, who knows, but when it comes to attractive females, they can't be a good person too. They can't be smart too. Oh my God, right? So people will automatically assume that you're dumb, or that you're a bitch, or that you or whatever negative, you're a gold digger. That's a good one, right? They can't think of the fact that someone that's physically attractive could also be smart, well-spoken, not an idiot, right? They don't use their looks for money like a whore, right? They actually are smart. They use their brain. They're kind. And a lot of people don't like that scenario because it makes them very jealous. So they have to just find something wrong with you just so they can feel better about themselves. Like, this person can't look good and be good. She has to be a bitch. She has to be something negative, right? And that's what this person is feeding into. And they're trying to get people on her team. She's trying to get people to just believe her little whispers. And it is confusing people, right? And she's going hard with it. I don't know why she's so vengeful towards you, but she feels threatened. She feels threatened. So let's see. Trust in divine timing. Love arrives when it's meant to. Maybe she sees something happening that you don't see when it comes to a divine match. She might be very keen. I'll give you an example, right? There's you. There's this other sneaky female that's lying and you know, spitting on your name. And then there's a man, and you know, and she has her eyes on this man. And then all of a sudden you come in the scenario and this man is looking at you. And she sees that because she's highly attuned to this guy. She's going to do everything in her power to make you look just terrible, right? She's going to just say whatever she can. And she's going hard on this because she sees that there is a connection coming towards you. So she sees the guy almost making his way towards you, but you might not. And that's why she's doubling down as like the Knight of Swords. She's galloping around like until, you know, until morning. And she's just spreading, you know, all these lies basically just to try and stop it from happening. Something around spring. Maybe you met someone around the springtime, right? Or that spring represents a new life, a new bubbling up of nature, of love, of feelings, right? So if she can see this person bubbling for you, and that's why she's galloping fast now. Visit, unexpected visit, phone call, knock, writing. So this person, okay, so I'm getting two things here. This person could be stalking you, legit stalking you and riding by your house like a fucking creep, or she sees that, again, this person, this divine match is coming towards you. They're going to want to visit you, right? Like she sees all this bubbliness happening. She's trying everything she can to take as many soldiers with her on her emotions. So this is exactly what I'm saying. Like, emotions can go either way. Like this tidal wave can clash too. So, she sees a love connection that's possible, or like in the works, coming in together in real time. And she is also in real time trying to make people clash with you and see you as something completely different than what you are, in and out, right? Drag you in her undertow, in her lies and trickery. So I wonder why people don't look at gossipers, the person who's spreading the gossip, in a negative way, because anytime someone comes to me out of nowhere and there's no reference or connection or anything, and you know, someone will, you know, come up to me or text me and be like, blah 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 blah, you hear that? And I'm just like, well, who did you hear from? Did you see it? Are you part of this scenario? Do you even know these people, or are you just a puppet, right? Like, I look at the gossiper as just as toxic as the toxic message itself, because it's like telephone. Everyone's gonna mess it up. Our memories fade over time. Our brains reconstruct our memory given on what emotional response we get from scenarios. So this person is really trying to fuck with people's viewpoints about you. The Hermit. They want you, you know, basically I'm getting, they want you isolated and in your head and not making moves. The more isolated you are from friends, potential love matches, the more safe they'll feel in their crooked mind about how the potentiality. It's like almost like she thinks that if she kills you off somehow, that she'll have the chance with this person. Like that's all that's coming between her and this guy is you. But like she was there before. So you know, like your presence in this scenario has nothing to do with anything. Right? But they're looking at you as a threat, and that's why there's so much talk. You've flown so far already, so keep your gaze on the horizon. You're almost there. Epic journey. You've gone through a lot of bullshit on your own, and this is what makes you a really good person and a really solid individual and a kind-hearted person, is when you go through so much heartache, tragedy, hard times, right? And you fought your way through, and you still remained intact with your soul and your dignity, right? You did it. You fought the good fight and you won, because love wins. Light wins. You held on to your light and never let it go. And this is why you are such a good-natured person. But there's a lot of creepy people that don't like good-natured people, because it's just a mirror to themselves and how ugly they are and what they want. They could easily go do things themselves. If a person has that much interest in another person, they should go after them and find out for themselves. They shouldn't have to kill off other people, gossip about other females in order to feel like they have a chance. Like, that doesn't even make sense, actually, if you think it through. Okay? So it's just giving me like really immature energy. Like, this person could be an adult, but she's acting like a 6-year-old child, right? So let's see why is this person, like, who is this person? 2 of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. Yeah, they just want to mess up any kind of investment, any kind of success, basically, right? 3 Pentacle cards here. They want to keep you hung up. They want to keep you away from anyone stable, and they want to keep you away from getting things, you know, leveling up in your own life. This person has a lot of vengeance. So again, with these haters always copy you. They hate you, but then they copy you. And it's so obvious, because you're being authentic. They're putting on a costume to try to be you. You look like a clown. You look like a fool putting on a costume. You look like a 7-year-old girl putting on her mom's high heels and dress and pretending to be someone you're not. It's fake and it's ridiculous, but the amount of energy that they give you, instead of putting their own energy into finding what they would actually make them happy, they, instead of going after what makes them happy, they go after things that other people that, you know, that have nothing to do with them, because they think other people is what's stopping them from their happiness. It's pretty crazy, actually, if you start thinking about haters, right? They could easily just put their own energy into themselves and succeed. Like, why is anyone else matter in this scenario, right? No one stops you from your own except you. There are people that will gossip, lie, backstab you, push you, whatever, you know, to try and stop you from growing yourself. But this person's so fixated on you instead. So they're like obsessed with you, which is weird. They hate you, but they love you, right? They love to hate you, and they hate to love you. Ravenous. Risk. And air signs. There's a lot of air in this reading, of a lot of mental activity, a lot of just mental warfare. Right? And that is what gossiping is mental warfare. It's social warfare. It's you're trying to murder someone's reputation. But again, you have to wonder, if people are so willing to believe lies about you without even, they've never talked to you, never experienced you even, why are they so apt to believing lies without even gaining their own knowledge on you? Doesn't that show that they shouldn't even be trusted themselves, because they can't even do their own research? They can't even do their own, you know, they don't think for themselves. They just let other people implant ideas into their stupid brains, and then they regurgitate things out of their own self-hatred. And that's what immaturity is. That's what narcissism is. That's what hating is. So if you have a lot of haters around you, or a huge hater that's leading the pack, leading the parade, the hate parade, they can try and stop connections from happening, and it might work, but if it's a connection that's meant to happen and this person, there's this third entity that's looking at you, actually is interested in you, they can't do anything about that. They can't change someone's a real person's thought patterns, right? Like, they can change idiots' opinions, but they can't change people that are actually smart and actually hold their own when it comes to thinking for themselves. So, you divide people in half when it comes to that. Like, some people are parrots, and some people actually think for themselves, do their own due diligence, their own research, and they make their own opinions on people based on facts, you know? So again, if you have someone that's seriously hating you for some stupid reason that's unbeknownst to you, you could feel it out of their eyes. They don't have to say a damn word. They are running their mouth heavily about you, to try and deter you from a connection. But at this time, it's not really going to work, because when something is meant to happen between two people, it doesn't matter how many idiots come in the way. It really doesn't.